And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Number 4 has gone hitless to the this point in the ball game, so his 16-game hitting streak could be in jeopardy if he can't cash in here. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it.
Gone all the way into the upper deck.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as this lead got even wider. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Robinson Chirinos. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now a drive by Chirinos, deep left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by, no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pence has a read on it. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Number 12. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard toward first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Houston leads this one 14-2. Coming to the plate now, Jose Trevino starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive about this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here it comes now to Andrus. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
14-2, the final score in this one. The Houston Astros jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Lawrence Dudley wins his third of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Number 70 struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Houston. Lance Lynn gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Standing in, Joe Barry. He will lead this one off today.
Barry.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Andres in foul ground. He's got it run away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hit 9 home runs in his last 10 games. That's like almost averaging a homer a game every time he goes to the plate. Yeah, I'm stopping and I'm going to pay attention. This is the guy to watch.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Settling in now, Bones Harris. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mazzaro looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Batting fourth.
Into the box,
fielder,
Lawrence Dudley.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and his side is retired. Astros off and running on the solo homer. On to the bottom of the first here in our number 9. The California-born right-hander is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point, and we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Digging in, Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Wow, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Santana is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss. Throw is up the line as it gets away. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The left fielder.
Up next for the Rangers, Shin-Soo Choo. And a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So coming to the plate, Joey Gallo. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Mazzara tends to have more success against. Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So they wind up with a couple of gift runs here on no hits as the runs were pretty much handed to them. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Rangers 2 and the Astros 1. Back now for the second inning in Arlington, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And, guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
Broadcast.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything. Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
The 0-1 delivery. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Standing in, number 8. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Astros will move out in front here 3-2.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting, second baseman.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate, Joe Barry, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Chu at the track. And this will bang up against the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here.
Now
didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. First delivery to him on the way. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Mazzara will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. And Houston's taking a 4-2 lead. Digging in now, Hunter Pence. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And Pence has fallen into an 0-2 hole here.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches?
15.
He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Number 8 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Bones Harris. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Center fielder, number 14.
Into the box, Lawrence Dudley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Santana has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they still.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The batter, number 1.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here. Andrus, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Elvis Andrus becomes out number 2 this inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Dudley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, number 4. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 4.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely...
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now in the box, number 8. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb,
and he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Digging in and looking for more, Joe Barry. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as they stretch things even further, now 7-2.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Number 59 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 59.
Into the box now. Bones field. Mazara's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Standing in now, Champ Barry. Here's a drive out toward left center field. And this will bang up against the wall.
Yeah, man, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
In now, number 4, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's been like BP for these guys all game long. Getting production from just about everyone in the lineup. That's the 7th run they plated in this inning alone. There's not much more else to say.
Digging in once again, Hoover. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Santana is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Astros 11 and the Rangers 2. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
So striding forward now, Joey Gallo comes into this at-bat 0-1 in the ballgame. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Choo on at first, nobody out. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Nomar Mazara comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Up next for the Rangers.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Fouled away. Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 8.
Line drive to center field. And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Into the box, Carlos Correa, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joe Barry. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Now at the plate, number 12. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Drilled on the ground to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hit in the air to center field. Dudley has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, number 15. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Now the 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. A bouncer up the middle. And the Rangers are in the hit column.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He went down on strikes last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rangers leave one, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Ready now, Bones Harris earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Digging in, Champ Berry. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Drilled right back up the middle to second for 1. And they get them both. Now to the plate, number 4. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Santana retreats to the track, and he'll put this one into the box now. Danny Santana. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
It's a nice job by the offensive player right there to stay in there on that fastball. He wanted it back. You could tell he was frustrated. He swung through the pitch before.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The third baseman.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Joey.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Santana leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He's throwing everything away right here.
The next 0-2. Catches the corner, got him looking. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he fouls this one off. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Number 43 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Rangers.
Hoover will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Line toward the alley in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now batting.
Striding in for Houston, number 8. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Santana ranging back to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
The bat, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
First offering on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Driven nicely into the gap. And this one will bounce into the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much it can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Chu is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he is in there. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Bones Harris. 3 runs already home, and a potential 4th standing at third base. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. The catch is made by Chu. Here comes the runner for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Number 63 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Your attention, please.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Lawrence Studley. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Santana is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleed. Digging in, Hunter Pence. He got called out on strikes his last time through. In there for strike 1. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. At the plate, Ronald Guzman. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Backhanded. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. At the plate, number 15. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Count remains at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping in, Champ Berry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what you're...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Man, he's wishing right now this game could go on forever, or at least until he can get up again, because otherwise that is probably his last at-bat of the game, leaving him 1 leg shy of hitting for the cycle. Regardless, he's had an incredible game.
In now, number 4. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Now batting, number 10.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Hoover. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Boy, and call off the dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, number 8.
Ready for another chance. Number 8. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
0-1 count, and the pitch. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Into the box now, Carlos Correa. And he's working on a 3-double game right now. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled off. Hoover, the runner at second with one away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazzara is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Barry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Santana has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th. Now batting, Jose Trevino. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Jose Trevino is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. 0-1 count and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Dudley, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batter.
Stepping up now, Danny Santana. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. 0-1 the count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 12. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Hot shot towards the hole, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Bones Harris will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3 under at his chew as he takes it in for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Dudley. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Next for the Astros.
Stepping into the box, Champ Berry, and he'll complete the cycle if he can blast one over the wall here. Line drive to center field. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Has a look, now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward third, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Number 10.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Hoover.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is in the air out to left field. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh. So next to the plate for Texas, Shin-Soo Choo starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
The third baseman, number 13.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And he fouls this one off. Hangs a K to end it, and the Astros go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
22-2 the final tally today. Houston get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Number 9 earned his 5th win of the year and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Lance Lynn gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.